welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
And an impressive opening drive, the first for a touchdown for the Giants in 14 games, snapping the longest streak in the NFL active. And for those of you that encountered audio problems to start the game, we apologize. I believe everything has been straightened out across the board. So Mark Schlereth, Christina Pink on the field, Chris Myers, you get a chance to do your own play-by-play and analysis through that opening drive. 7 lead. In today's game, new head coaches, certainly one like Doug Peterson, who has coached before, Super Bowl with the Eagles, but then the guys that have never been a head coach, like Brian Dable, getting his first opportunity and an impressive look. He stands out, along with Kevin O'Connell, at 5-1 out of that group. The overall record, you see the numbers. First-time head coaches, so far, so good.
Yeah, and Saquon feels like he put all the injury woes from the last couple of seasons behind him. Told me, I feel like I can do it all. It's not arrogance. I trust the system, trust the coaching staff, and the reps. When he watches the film, feels like he can do all the cuts and all the runs he used to make, guys, feeling like his old self again.
All right, Carissa.
Hi, Chris. Commanders trailing 7-3. Taylor Heineke starting for the injured Carson Wentz. This pass intercepted by Devondre Campbell, taking 63 yards for the score. Packers up 14-3. Chris?
Thank you. The Commanders in the NFC East. Trevor Lawrence last year, quarterback class, first pick, and then Zach Wilson. Jets this year, surprising at 4-2. 49ers, they traded up to get Trey Lance, and then he had the broken ankle that ended his season. Justin Fields for the Bears. Their offense struggling a bit. Mac Jones in New England has been injured. Bradley Zappi stepping in, but just checking what they've done in their careers so far.
Well, the jury's still out on every one of these guys, but there's some excitement, you know, especially with those first two picks. Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Mac Jones, obviously with a winning record, but right now Bailey Zappi playing well for the New England Patriots in his stead as he's recovering from that ankle injury.
We'll start Saturday strong. A monster big noon Saturday matchup. Heisman candidate C.J. Stroud. We're just talking about quarterbacks, top picks in the NFL. He leads Ohio State into their biggest test of the year so far against Penn State, starting at 10 Eastern. Big noon kickoff crew is live from Happy Valley, only on Fox and also on the Fox Sports app.
I can't wait till big noon kickoff heads to Idaho, because Idaho is big-time football right now. Ranked.
You are a
big victory.
Let's get more on Evan Ingram with Christina.
Well, yeah, how about Evan Ingram making a little bit of a trip to the Giants hotel last night? Still very good friends with a lot of the guys. Talked to them earlier in the season, but he made a trip to say hi to Daniel Jones and one of the team's trainers. He said, no trash talk, we're still friends, but they did tell me, take it easy on me today. He's got 3 catches so far. All
right, thank you, Christina. Signed as a free agent, a 1-year deal with the Jags after 5 seasons with the Giants. And we have an injured player. It's Cam Robinson. So in Jacksonville, Florida, with 2 minutes before the half, there's a pool. Actually, 2 of them here in the stadium. A lot of New York fans making their way down to enjoy the game in seats and in swimsuits. Angeles.
Coming up on the National Tight Ends Day edition of the Verizon Halftime Show, we've got scores and highlights from around the league, including Mark Andrews and the Ravens hosting the Browns and T.J. Hawkinson's Lions visiting Dalton Schultz and the Cowboys. We'll see you at the half.
Thanks, Kurt. And Lisa Thompson.
Thank you, Chris. Falcons trailing late in the first half. Marcus Mariota goes up top. Amir Byrd with his 75-yard score. Cincinnati still on top, 28-17 at half. Chris?
A couple of things jump out to me, Mark, and I thought we'd seen at least more effective blitzing from the Giant defense. And despite not being able to run the ball, the Giants still have the lead going to the half.
Yeah, and they haven't. They've gotten away from that running game, and you would expect them to continue, to move that ball forward and start to get back into that a little bit. But this has been a very competitive football team, and they have countered well with a young quarterback, play action stuff from Trevor Lawrence, basically neutralizing some of that blitz, throwing some screen game in there. So it's been a very smart game plan thus far by Doug Peterson and the offensive staff.
Pointed this 3-game losing skid as we look at the numbers for both quarterbacks, and we haven't had a sack in the game. The problem Doug Peterson said is our defense hasn't had any takeaways, so we've had to drive the length of the field. Of course, they had the giveaway when they were threatening to score on the ETN fumble. End zone, and through the back of the end zone, incomplete. As time expires. Well, he's got the arm.
Yeah, there's no question about that. And they've got it pretty set up here. Zay Jones running the back line.
Oh, that's closer than it looked. Of course, he might have been out of bounds at that point. First half stats brought to you by State Farm. Both quarterbacks very efficient moving their teams. They each reach the end zone on their opening possessions. After that, turnover the big difference so far to give the Giants the lead. The Jags will get the ball to start the second half. The Verizon halftime report coming your way.
You gotta get up. Failure happens to us all. But this is how champions evolve. The only thing that matters from a loss is will you get back up when you fall. You gotta get up. You gotta get up. You gotta get up. I need you to get up.
That is today's game flow brought to you by Progressive. Cooling off, Daniel Jones. You look at the first half stats. Not a lot of success running the ball. That one turnover. Big takeaway. Julian Love of the Giants. And ETN was taking the Jags in close for a score. Michael Hasty from the goal line is bringing it forward for the Jags. Gets a block and across the 25-yard line. So Jacksonville having to play catch up here. Mark Schlereth, Chris Myers, thanks for joining us here. And boy, I mean, on defense, Jacksonville said, hey, we have to stop Barkley, one of the top runners in the league, and we did that, yet we're still behind.
Yeah, and that's the complementary football we talk about. Now it's time for this offense to get explosive. They're still going to run the ball, but when you face a blitzing defense like the Giants, it's about pulling that ball, that play action, get some one-on-one opportunities. You'll get those in this second half.
So let's check in with Christina Pink.
Well, guys, I asked Doug Peterson, with Trevor Lawrence moving the ball, how do you guys generate some more points on the board? He said, hang on to the football. Travis Etienne brought up that fumble in the first half, but he said the run game has been very helpful to our quarterback. As for his defense, they've been bottling up Saquon Barkley. He said, but it's all hands on deck. We will know they'll go back to him in the second half. Guys?
Out to the 25. Let's check in on those Giant injuries. Christina, what's the latest?
Yeah, the Giants banged up. Daniel Bellinger is out with an eye injury. He's also been taken to a local hospital for further evaluation. The Giants losing 2 offensive linemen in this game. Talking to Coach Brian Dable at the half, he said, look, it's next man up. They are a hefty part of this offense, but the guys who are in the game, they know what to do. I asked him about getting Saquon Barkley get more going in their run game. He said, shrugged his shoulders and said, look, that's the run game. Daniel Jones is playing well, but what he wants to see on defense is them forcing the Jaguars into more third downs.
Let's get game break. Check in again with Carissa.
Well, Chris, you're not going to like this. Panthers up 7-0 on Tampa Bay when P.J. Walker hands it off to Chuba Hubbard, who takes this one 17 yards. Bucks scoreless against the 1-5 Panthers. Chris?
People are really counting me out. People are trying to write me off. I'm ready to go crazy. Now I have that extra motivation. And I'm gonna let the world feel me.
That was Saquon Barkley before the season. In his 5th season, you see what he's done for the season so far and then what he's done today. And you go back, his first 2 seasons, he rushed for over 2,300 yards, 11 touchdowns as a rookie, was the rookie of the year offensively in the NFL, and 18 and a Pro Bowl pick. Working his way back here.
People are really counting me out. People are trying to write me off. I'm ready to go crazy. Now I have that extra motivation. And I'm gonna let the world feel me.
That was Saquon Barkley before the season. In his 5th season, you see what he's done for the season so far and then what he's done today. And you go back, his first 2 seasons, he rushed for over 2,300 yards, 11 touchdowns as a rookie, was the rookie of the year offensively in the NFL, and 18 and a Pro Bowl pick. Working his way back here. And as his head coach said, he's done everything we've asked him to do. Still doing it. NFL football in New York. Even the pregame show guys on Fox are excited talking Jets football they play later, and Giants football. Boy, what a difference from last year. The turnaround continues. Daniel Jones showing a little emotion behind Brian Daboll, playing catch-up and having no problem rallying for victories. Under 4.5 to go here in the 4th quarter. Coming up, NFL doubleheader continues with America's Game of the Week. One of the biggest matchups of the year. Mahomes and the Chiefs take on the 49ers. Christian McCaffrey traded to the 49ers this week from Carolina. Some will see the Seahawks and Chargers. Check local listings for the game in your area. It's on Fox and the Fox Sports app. These are the offensive stars of the day for the Giants. Those first 2 could be the case every week.
And think about this with Saquon Barkley with 66 yards. Remember, he was deep into, I think, the 2nd quarter. He had -2 yards rushing. So
fiery Brian Daboll, the rookie head coach, has the Giants rolling on the road, going for their 4th straight win and trying to improve to 6-1 and getting the most from Daniel Jones, his first 100-yard rush game of this season. Jones has also thrown for over 200, has a touchdown on the ground and in the air. And Barkley has been typical Saquon Barkley.
blitz.
Check in with Kurt Menefee.
Well, just a reminder that as soon as your game is done, we've got America's Game of the Week, and it is a good one. Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs visiting the San Francisco 49ers. It'll be the debut of Christian McCaffrey when you guys are done. Chris?
All right, thank you, Kurt. We look forward to that. Washington defeated Green Bay. Dallas beat Detroit. The undefeated Eagles on a bye. No more time! And the Giants defense to the last yard or 2 holds on and secures the victory.
That's called defending every blade of grass. You do it at the very end. Trevor Lawrence throws a strike. Christian Kirk right there at the end, but look. Inside the 1-yard line. And what did he say about, what did Wink Martindale say about Fabian Moreau? You got to be able to make tackles. Boom, right there. He gets him and keeps him out of the end zone.
Giants win. A tough one, and they keep rolling. America's Game of the Week coming your way on Fox in just a moment.